Are you looking for a quick and easy way to create your videos? Not only just recording them, but also writing the script? If any of you have been following me for any time, you know that I love BigVu Video Teleprompter. Well, they have a new feature within their platform called AI Rewrite, and it allows you through OpenAI to create your scripts on the fly right before you record your videos. So let's check it out. So obviously, if you're using this platform, you know that you can create your scripts on the desktop version and then send it to your smartphone so that you can record your videos. Or if you want, you can actually record your videos using the desktop version as well. I personally prefer to use the smartphone. So you'll come in here and you'll click on New Script. The first thing that I like to do, because I always forget, is I will write my script or title my script here. So write, oh God, first video using or with AI Rewrite. So that's going to be the title. So here, the dashboard pretty much looks the same that it did since they've done their latest update. So if you were just writing a script from scratch, you would click over here and you would just start typing. Or if you had it on a Word document, you would copy and paste it in here. But let's say, for example, you're not really sure exactly what it is that you want to say yet. You don't have the luxury of using Jasper AI in my instance, which is the tool that I use to create or help me create a lot of my content, whether it's social media posts or video scripts. And you're just looking to get something, you just want to have an idea of something that you can write, you can click over here where it says AI Rewrite. So don't let the term rewrite make you think that this is just for rewriting. It actually is a writer. So when it opens up, it gives you the option to put in information so that it can spit out the results that you want. So that's exactly how all of these platforms, including ChatGPT, works. So the first thing that it's going to ask you is, what is it that you want to do? Do you want to rewrite something, which basically just means you're going to take existing copy, plug it in here and ask them to rephrase it, rewrite it with a different tone? Or do you want to pitch a business or pitch your business? So do you want to generate an engaging video script to introduce your business? Do you want to generate a personalized video script, video sales letter script that gets the prospect's attention? And finally, do you have some sort of news to share? Is there an announcement that you want to make and present to the world? So in this example, we're going to choose pitch my business. So the next thing it's asking you now is that they want you to tell you a little bit about their business. Bear in mind here, you only have up to 200 characters that you can include in this little box. So I went to my trusty character count tool, copied in my little copy that I wanted to use and made sure that it was less than 200 characters. And now I've copied and pasted it. So this is just sort of like my elevator pitch, if you will, but it's edited down. It just basically gives them the bare bones. It doesn't include my name, but I just want to see what kind of script I can create from this. So when I'm finished, I'm just going to hit here the button that says Write New. So as it's spooling, what I have found is that it would spit out anywhere from 2 to 3 versions of the script. This actually can save you a tremendous amount of time and money if you do not need to add on to this purchase of BigVu any additional copywriting or AI writers. So Jasper obviously costs a little bit more. ChatGPT now has an upgraded plan where you have to pay $20 a month if you want to get your responses faster and much more robust responses. So they've gotten wised up to the amount of people that are using it. And then there's Copy AI and a bunch of other ones, all of which you have to pay for. So if you pretty much only need an AI writer for your scripts, then you can get everything you need here in BigVu. So let's review the results. So that's 1, 2, 3. So it's given me 3 different scripts that I can review. And so the next thing that you want to do is sort of read through it. Now, the thing that I had noticed was that it had my name. And not only that, it spelled my name correctly. So I'm thinking it got my name because my account is obviously under my name, but that's like really fascinating that it had my name in it. And I think it's got my name in all of these. Yeah. So what I would do next is I would then read through all 3 of these, choose the one that I think fits my needs best, have it come over here to the script area, and then I would tweak it. So let me quickly glance through this as a season, and I know how hard it is to keep up with all the different marketing tools, especially when they're so complicated and time consuming. Develop a system, expertise. Best part is I teach entrepreneurs the basics of video creation without any prior. Yeah, that would work. Specialize in using, I don't teach Premiere Pro, so I would have to tweak that. We all know that videos are incredible. Not only do they drive engagement, but has powerful. I work with entrepreneurs to turn it. Not only. Okay, I kind of like this one. So I'm going to click on this. And the second that I activate it, you can see I can either delete it or I can add it to script. So I'm going to add it to script and it's going to pop in over here. So over here is where I would make any additional changes. So I do specialize in using tools like Camtasia and Adobe Premiere. However, I don't teach my audience how to use Premiere. I do teach them how to use Camtasia. I would probably swap this out for, I could say BigVu. And then let's put in another one here. Descript is another tool. These videos will allow to stand out all the time. You reduce. Now, the good thing about this platform and the update that BigVu has done, you no longer need to send this to your app on your smartphone. As soon as, I don't know if you noticed, there was a notification that came up that said story created. This then will automatically go to your smartphone, so you don't have to worry about doing that. Now, let's say that there was a section here that you're like, nah, I don't really like how that says this. So let's say I wanted to change this. So I've now just copied that. Oh, sorry. Meant to just scroll back up here. And I go under brief again, and remember it had rewrite. So I'm going to come up over here to rewrite. Now I have the option of choosing a tone. So I'm going to say, let's go with a witty tone. I'm not very witty, but you know, let's try for that. So I'm going to write new and see what it's going to spit out for me. Say goodbye to stress and overwhelm, and hello to effortless video creation that helps you scale your business in no time. Take the worry out of video creation off your plate so that you can scale your business with the systems. Say goodbye to video creation stress and overwhelm, and hello to business growth with my systems. I think I'll choose this one. Now, the only problem with this is that this will not replace in the same area, no matter what I do, because even if I put my cursor here, this is what I want to have removed. Let's, I did that, and then it pops down here. So that's the only, I'm going to speak to them about that. So I'm going to copy it and paste it back here. So I've just swapped that out. Now let's go back up here and go under, let's see, video sales letter. So with the video sales letter, it does ask you for specific information as well, and you can choose tone. And same with the news to share, you would put in your information and then choose tone. So the only one that does not ask for tone is to pitch my business. So that's interesting to see. So your script is now ready. I would recommend the next steps is that you make sure that you read it through a number of times so that by the time you're filming yourself, you're comfortable with the copy, you understand what the words are, you change things that you wouldn't normally say, like if there's some way that it says a sentence, if that's not the way that you naturally speak, I would change that. If you don't normally say hello everyone, you could say hi there, whatever your normal greeting is. If you don't say your full name and you actually prefer to just say your first name only, which is what I usually do, you can do that. You can make whatever changes you want. I highly, highly recommend that you use the AI Writer as sort of, it's the it's like an outline that it's giving you a synopsis of what it is that you need to say. You go in and you tweak and add and remove what does not sound like you. You add in the areas that more sound like you, that you want to say, that will give more emphasis to whatever it is that you're talking about. And that way it sounds like you, but it saves you a tremendous amount of time because you're not writing this from scratch. I'm the kind of person where if I see a blank sheet of paper, if I see a blank screen, I don't know how to start whatever it is that I want to talk about. I need something that going to sort of jumpstart me into figuring out what it is that I want to talk about. And AI writers really fit the bill for me because it just allows me to start off from that. It gets my creative juices flowing. And more often than not, I'll end up completely rechanging it. But it took me less time to do that than if I was starting from scratch. So that's why I'm such an avid advocate for it. Now, there are some people that wouldn't change it and they'll just leave everything as is, spit it out that way. That's their option. That's their choice. If you can figure out those from the ones that are truly doing it from their heart, from their brain, good luck on that one. I can't usually tell, especially if it's, you know, if they're conveying it in word, meaning that they're telling me in a video. But, you know, to me, it's the best way for you to create content quickly and easily using this singular tool. So now with BigVu, you can write your scripts and you can read them and film yourself all at the same time. That is just such a major, major improvement. So I am very happy for that. So the first thing we're going to do is open up the BigVu app. Once it's on your projects page, you then want to hit the center button that's blue with the plus sign. And in there, you can either record with no script, import a video, or do what we want to do, which is use the AI Magic Writer. So we're going to click on that. And then it's going to walk you through the steps of what you need to do next. So we're going to hit Let's Start. Here you can type in your name if your name is not already there. And now you still have the same 4 options that you do on the desktop version, which is pitch my business or personal profile, video sales letter, script with tips, and news to share. So if we're doing pitch my business again, instead of typing something in, it's now going to ask you to say it in 10 words, something about your business. So I'm going to tap start, and then I'm going to basically recite a sentence. I help service-based entrepreneurs turn their knowledge and expertise into YouTube videos that will grow their online presence. I've finished speaking, so now it's taking that information and is going to create a script for me. It is now done. And so here is the script. So it's best to reread it, see if it fits what you want to say. If you want to edit it, you would check on edit. If you're ready to shoot, you would just hit shoot. I would most likely edit this, but for the time being, I'm going to assume that it's perfect or that I've edited already. So I'm just going to click on shoot. And now I am positioned and ready to shoot. I am not actually ready to shoot because I am not, you know, camera ready. But I just wanted you to see this is how it would be if you needed it vertical. If you chose to do it horizontal, it would automatically switch it to horizontal. I would never, ever, ever, ever in a million years record a video without having it on a tripod. So obviously I'm not ready to do that. But when you are, you just hit the record button. It then counts you down from 5. And where the text is exactly where my camera eye is. So I'll be able to read this without you being able to tell that I'm reading. Well, hopefully that is the goal. So let's try this. You may be wondering why YouTube. Well, YouTube is the second largest search engine, and with the right videos, you have the opportunity to reach a massive audience and gain visibility, credibility, and trust. So when you're finished, you then have the ability to review it by hitting the play button. If you've reviewed it and you like what you are seeing, you can then either from here choose to do a new take, which means it's going to save this one and just redo a new one. You can delete it. You can try to trim it. You can add captions, anything that you want, or you can click up here to the upper right corner. You're going to see 3 dots. and you'll be able to upload it to your web app. So this will give you access to it on your computer, and then from there you can place it into your video editor of your choice. All right, see you next time. I want to hear what your comments are. I want to hear what the pros and cons of you either using an AI rewrite or writer or not using it. What do you prefer? And even those of you who do not believe in using teleprompters to create your videos, because sometimes it's beneficial, other times it's not. This video in particular, I am not using a script, and I can tell that I've gone off what I really wanted to say. So I don't know if you could tell, but anyway, I would love to hear what your feedback is. So please place a comment below. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber, and stay tuned for an announcement. Actually, it's already out that I'm having an AI panel discussion to talk about AI, and to talk about AI in particular when it comes to content creation. I'm going to be going live on February 22nd here on YouTube as well as on LinkedIn and Facebook. I want you guys to join in the conversation, because I would love to know what is your thoughts. What are your thoughts when it comes to getting the help that some of us need when it comes to writing our content using AI? It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. So we need to embrace it or get lost in the shuffle. All right. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care.